Hi everybody, it's Ellie here and also Monty and Millie, and it's time for another craft video. So if you've been making all of the other crafts that we've been making throughout lockdown, then remember to send us some videos and tell us what your elephant was called and all of those different things, because we can't wait to see what it is that you've made. So today we're going to make another really cool thing, and it is going to be a monster. And the most important thing you need for this craft video is a box of some description. The easiest box is probably a cereal box, maybe. I think a lot of you will have those. I don't actually have a cereal box. So Monty and Millie, we went on a search, didn't we? And we looked in the recycling and we found this box. So I'm going to show you now. Monty and Millie, sit down there nicely and they can watch. I found this box. So this is from a DVD player that we bought, and I'm going to use this one. But any box that's roughly about this size, well, it can be any size actually, but you don't want it to be too big, otherwise it'd be really scary big monster, wouldn't it? So let's get started then. So the first thing we need to do is take our box and then take a pen, and we need to cut out a big section. So before we do that, we need to draw the section that we're going to cut out. So I'm going to draw it on this side, and hopefully you can see it, because there's a pattern. It might be quite difficult, but I'll try my best to show you. So it doesn't need to be a perfectly straight line or anything. It just needs to be like a big rectangle at the bottom of the box. So I don't know if you can see that. Tap my phone. See that line that I've drawn there? You draw something similar and then you try and cut it out. I'm going to cut mine out and then we'll be able to see it a little bit better and you might be able to copy. I'm going to try and open up the box to see if that makes it easier to cut it. I can get my hand in there then. Right, remember to get Mummy and Daddy's help if you need it when you're using anything sharp. I'm going to use scissors to do this, but first of all I need to make the first little hole. There you go. And then I can use the scissors to cut the rest of it out. But remember, please ask for Mummy and Daddy's or big sisters and big brothers' help to do this, because it is not actually that easy. It's a little bit fiddly. Like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be a straight line or anything, because this hole that we're cutting out now is going to be our monster's mouth. So it doesn't need to be a mouth shape because it's a monster. So it doesn't need to be any straight lines or anything like that. It can be however you want it to look. There you go. That's a bit easier for you to see. So that's the big mouth of my monster that I've cut out now. I'm going to try and tidy it up a little bit because it's very messy from where I couldn't get the scissors in at the start. Right, there we go. So that's our monster's mouth. I'm going to close this back up. There you go. That's our monster's mouth, that big hole there. So I've used paint in all the other videos we've done to colour something in, but I was getting a little bit bored of paint, so I thought, what could I use to make my monster really bright and colourful? And then I found this super cool paper that I had. Look, all of these different colours. But again, you can use whatever you want. If you've got some paint you want to use, paint your box, or if you've got paper like me, stick your paper on. If you've got colouring pens, colour in the box. You can do whatever you like. So I'm going to cut some bits of paper and stick it onto my monster now, and I'll show you after I've stuck each one so you can see what it looks like. I'm using this, which is a hot glue gun, but if you don't have one of those, that's absolutely fine. Might actually be easier to use something like PVA, PVA glue or a glue stick to stick all of this on, because glue gun might actually take me a little bit longer. But use whatever you've got in your house. Anything should work. You can even use sticky tape actually to stick all the bits of paper on. This isn't very warm now, so I'm going to have to wait for this to heat up. So while I'm waiting for that to heat up, I'm going to cut all of my different bits of paper in different size strips to make a stripy, colourful monster. That's what mine's going to be. I'm going to cut out some splodges as well, like that, look. So not any particular shape, just a weird splodge to stick on afterwards, because my monster's going to be an alien monster from a different planet. So he's going to have purple splodges all over his colourful stripy skin. How cool is that? There you go. Lots of splodgy, splodgy, splodges. Right, the only other thing then that you need to cut out are your monster's eyes. I think that my monster's going to have some crazy cool eyes. So I think I'm going to cut out some circles or some squiggly circles on this yellow here. And I'll show you. And then I'm going to put some green on top of that. And then maybe something else too. I'm not sure yet. Do the other one and then I'll show you. They don't need to be the same either because it's an alien monster, so maybe he or she's got two different eyes. They don't need to be the same at all. You can have one purple one and one green one, or you can have one red one and one blue one. You can have whatever you like. So I'm going to start with 2 yellow circles like that. So they're going to be the bottom bit of my eyes. And then I'm going to cut out a slightly smaller shape in this colour. Whoa, super, super bright green. Can you see that? I'm going to cut out a slightly smaller shape to put in the middle. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, chop, chop. Ooh. There you go. So I'm going to stick the green bit on top of the yellow bit like that. How cool is that? And then the last thing I think I need to do is maybe stick something super cool like a pom-pom on there for his pupils. And I think because he's an alien, he can have red pom-pom pupils. Can you see those little red pom-poms? I'm going to use those. Wow. My monster's a little bit scary. I'm going to stick those bits of paper on top of each other then to make his eyes, and then we'll stick all of the paper onto his body. Don't need too much glue only a little bit if you are using a hot glue gun or PVA, because you don't need to cover it all, because otherwise it gets too sticky and your hands get stuck. So there are my 2 eyes. Can you see? And then some pink. And then maybe some green. Ooh, this is like a shiny, shimmery green. How cool is that? Glue, 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 glue. Now, after I've just cut the mouth hole out, because I've used paper, I've stuck over the top of it. So I'm going to cut out the mouth hole again just now. Otherwise, I'll forget where it is and we'll lose his mouth. So I'm going to do that. But obviously, if you're colouring or painting yours, you don't need to worry about doing that again. Could always, if you're going to use paper like me, you could always stick your paper on first and then draw the mouth and cut it out. That would probably make a lot more sense, but I didn't think about that. I just wanted to cut his mouth out first. But it would probably be better if you did it the other way around. So my monster is officially a stripy monster. I'm going to trim all of the edges so that he's nice and neat. And what you could do is you could decorate each edge of the box in a completely different way, couldn't you? So if you put paper on the first side, you could paint the other side to mix it up and make him or her truly unique. You could do anything on any side. I'm going to make that all neat there. I'm making quite a mess. So make sure, like me, if you're going to be making a mess, which I guarantee you probably are, is you put something down first that you work on. So I've got this, I've just put a bin bag on my table like this, so that if I do make any mess, I can clean it up really easily. So this is what my monster looks like so far. Can you see? The big mouth. Ooh, and stripy skin. I'm going to stick the eyes on next. So you need to put the eyes wherever you like, but above the mouth. So I'm going to stick mine on and show you, because they're going to slide off otherwise. Whoop, he's just gone in his... He's just eaten his own eye. Eye number 1. Oops, a daisy. Glue, glue, glue. Eye number 2. So he's got wobbly eyes like that. Look, you can't see where he's going. He's all lopsided. There you go. Perfect. And then you need to decorate all the other sides to make sure that your monster is fully decked out from head to toe. So I'm going to go ahead and carry on sticking some paper on all the different sides of my monster. Another side done, look. And then what you need to do is you're going to decorate the entire thing, but just so I can show you what to do, I'm going to leave it like that so you know what you're doing. And then what we're going to do is the last couple of things that you need to do so you can decorate. I'm going to put these splodges on this side because I love these splodges. They're bright purple. So I'm going to put splodge number 1 like that. And I'm going to do lots of splodges all the way up the side. I'll show you in a minute. Can you see all those splodges, look? And then, yeah, you can do whatever you want on all the different sides of your box. And then the last thing I think we need to do is maybe give him some antenna, because I think my monster needs to have some antenna. So what I'm going to use is, I think I'm going to use some lollipop sticks out here. Oops! Use some lollipop sticks to give him some antenna. I'm going to poke a little hole in the top of my box with my scissors to stick them in. Remember to ask for Mummy and Daddy's help when you do this, because you could hurt yourself, okay? Like that, look. And then I think maybe they would have pom-poms on them, because my alien loves pom-poms. Try and think of a name for your alien as well. I think my alien's going to be called... what should I call my alien? I think a good name for my alien would be... Bob. Bob the alien. Bob the stripy alien. Stripy, spotty, pom-pommy, crazy monster. Remember, if there are fiddly bits, just to be careful and take your time to not get your fingers stuck together with glue. Oops, there's glue everywhere. Everywhere. A daisy. Stick, stick, stick. See? Even I get glue all over my hands. Oops. So that's why you need to be careful. If you're using a glue gun like me, that could quite hurt because it's very hot, okay? So just be very careful. We'll get Mummy and Daddy to help you. He's got pom-poms on his antennas, look. And then I found some of this stuff, and maybe that could be hair. I could stick that there. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. More glue. And stick some hair there. How awesome is that? How cool. And yeah, you could do anything. You could stick feathers in there as well, like that. So he could have really super duper crazy hair. He's got antennas and feathers. Look. Look at that. And then one more this side. And then I think my Bob the monster alien might be finished. Because he's super crazy. Look at him. Oh my goodness me. How cool is he? Right. So Monty and Millie, what do you think of Bob the stripy monster alien? Do you like him? Is he going to be your new friend? Yeah. Would you like to see everybody else's monsters and aliens that they make at their houses? Yes, they would love to see them. So remember to send us pictures and tell us what you've called your monsters and aliens as well. Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye.